2.3 Nigeria Info FM. It's Monday, 23rd December 2024. Mental health is real. Seek help. End the stigma. On the news this evening, Federal Fire Service in Rivers State ready but under-equipped amid festive season. Rivers local government chairman announce free transport schemes for council staff. Petron says reduction in petrol price to reflect this week. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden commutes most federal death sentences. I am Constance Irele Mega. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll bring you details of the news. Do stay tuned. Let's move on with the news now. The Federal Fire Service in Rivers State says it is 90% ready to respond to fire emergencies and disasters during the festive season. The State Comptroller of the Federal Fire Service, Hawakuli Weli, made this known in an interview with correspondent Martha Okere. She, however, said the service only has one fire truck and one water tanker, adding that it is not adequate. Now she called for support from companies, individuals, and the state government. Now, the State Comptroller of the Federal Fire Service, Mrs. Weli, also spoke on specific areas in Rivers State that pose a higher fire risk and most causes of fire outbreaks in the state.
My men are on the ground, all prepared, ready. In case there is any fire outbreak, we are ready to turn out. Our vehicles are on the run. We are prepared. Presently, we have 60 personnel. Then we just have one fire truck and one water tanker. I will not say it's adequate. More can be done. Companies can come out and help us with diesel and chemicals for firefighting. And if the state government, they have been so helpful, but for the purpose of making sure that nothing goes beyond our control, the state government can also help us with modalities, logistics. The Port Harcourt city as a whole is a high-risk area, and those areas where they produce all this slow fire, those are the areas we have to concentrate more during this festive period. Most of the fires we used to have are gas fires, fires due to carelessness, fires caused by fireworks, and most of the fires we record during this Ember month, Harmattan celebration period, are arson fires. This is where somebody maliciously sets another person's property on fire. Those are the things my men encounter mostly when we go for fire and inspection.
Now, the State Comptroller also urged the public to promptly report any fire outbreak to ensure a quick response by calling 0816 925 0435, 0816 925 0435 or 0908 875 5743. 0908 875 5743. In another development, a safety expert, Favor Garuba, has emphasized the importance of periodic maintenance of electrical appliances and equipment in homes and offices. Speaking with correspondent Emeka Otuka on fire safety during the Harmattan season, Mrs. Garuba explained that most fire outbreaks result from faulty electrical appliances and cables that fail to withstand high voltage surges.
Something we lack in Nigeria, we lack maintenance culture. You say you did not own anything. Then your electrical cables in the ceiling, how long have you checked them? How long have you maintained them? Once you finish building a house, you forget that from time to time you call your electrician to get into the ceiling and check the state of the electrical cables. If you said you did not own anything, yes, what of the electrical cables? Are they still strong with the electrical surge when it is released at high voltage? Those things might cause fire.
Mrs. Garuba, who is also a former state controller of the Rivers State Fire Service, warned against using detergents and water to combat fire emergencies.
When there is an emergency, they will start to fight it at that incipient stage by themselves without using accurate equipment. You will start fighting fire with sand, oil and water. That fire would have been arrested with 2 to 3 kg of appropriate fire extinguisher. Then instead of to get extinguisher, I know how to make use of it when there is an emergency. Nigerians ignore all this important equipment in the home. Extinguisher that is not up to 50,000. A Nigerian man will tell me, when will fire happen here? I don't need it. So it is not the fault of the responders that they come late.
Recall that scores of people were displaced over the weekend following a fire outbreak at Oak View Estate in Barajam Moji axis of Port Harcourt metropolis. Now, the actual cause of the fire is still unclear, but eyewitnesses blamed it on cooking gas and electric power connection. Moving on now, the chairman of Eche local government area in Rivers State, Uzodimma Nwafo, has approved a generous Christmas bonus of 50,000 naira for each civil servant on the council's payroll. The announcement was made during an end-of-year meeting in Okehi, where Dr. Nwafo reaffirmed his commitment to employee welfare. Now, he directed immediate implementation of the bonus to ensure that workers have a wonderful holiday celebration.
We have been together in peace at Harmony, and I have nothing to say than to thank you all. For the little 3 months of my stay in office, I don't think I have delayed your salary to the point where you will crumble. Your salary is your strength. And for we to close for the year, we are all meant to be sharing one cup of rice or 2 cups or 3. But in my wisdom, I may not have the choice of your rice. So I decided to convert it to be cash. I have directed the treasurer of the council to pay into your various accounts 50,000.
Also, some Eche council workers who spoke with our correspondent commended the chairman's kind gesture and assured of their continued support in the council.
I am excited. I don't know if there is another word to use to express my, how I feel. I'll use it. I'm overtly excited. Our local government chairman, his name is Uzodimma. And since he came, we are happy. We are very happy. Thank you very much. The chairman has done us wonderful. God should bless him for us. He's a good man.
From the first day he had meeting with us, it was very glaring that he is a man chosen for the job. I've been in local government for over 20 years. So this is the very first time I'm seeing a local government chairman giving out Christmas bonus in the tune of 50,000 and also giving it out before Christmas. God will bless him.
Earlier, some members of the Old Boys Association of Government Secondary School, Okehi 1994 set, who visited the Eche Council chairman at his office in Okehi, commended him for his leadership style and developmental achievements within a few months in office.
He's doing well. I'm aware that he has now commended the connection of electricity to communities in Eche that were cut off many years ago. In fact, he has also paid the salary of workers who has been owed for many months by the past administration. In fact, he's equitably distributing the dividends of democracy to the people of Eche.
Igruta Chukucho Olakwo Road, there is electrification in that axis now. Even at Ebeke, there is a grading activity. So he's doing well. Even in the local government council that was so bushy, he has taking good care of it, and it has a good look now.
From the day he assumed office as the council chairman, Eche has seen light.
In the same vein, the chairman of Eche local government area, Uzodinma Nwafor, has approved free transportation services for indigents of Eche traveling for the Christmas and New Year holidays. Dr. Nwafor, in a statement signed by his chief press secretary, Robinson Oluo, noted that the free buses will be stationed at Mile 3 bus stop, Ajib Junction, Wimpy Junction, Rumokoro bus stop, and the Guruta Market Junction from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, the statement said the free transportation will be held tomorrow and on the 30th and 31st of December from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, the Eche Council chairman wished the people of Eche a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year celebration in advance. Similarly, the chairman of Abo-Odual local government area, Vincent Ruben Obu, has announced that the Abolga Mass Transit will kickstart the free transport scheme to enable the people of Abo-Odual travel and celebrate Christmas. Mr. Ruben, in a statement, said the free transport scheme will start today until the 25th of December. He said the transport scheme will resume again on the 29th of December and end on the 2nd of January 2025. Now, he said the scheme is another fulfillment of his campaign promises. Now, Mr. Vincent Ruben Obo said all stakeholders and the good people of Abo-Odual are advised to take advantage of this kind gesture. We'll go on a commercial break, and when we return, Petron says reduction in petrol price to reflect this week. Stay tuned. Staying with us, and now to the rest of the news. A group, the Sim Media Volunteers, SMV, is congratulating Governor Siminalayi Fubara for his infrastructural development and other achievements in the state. The group, in a statement signed by its spokesman, Samuel Kilsi Ado, said Governor Fubara has commissioned relevant and quality projects that are positively impacting the socio-economic lives of Rivers people. The statement said the achievements of Governor Fubara is unprecedented in the history of the state in less than 18 months in office. It thanked the governor for creating a conducive atmosphere that has seen its members elected into various positions of trust in the just concluded local government elections and the appointments of several of its members to serve in various exalted offices in his administration. Now, the group said the governor's insightful and deliberate commitment to putting rivers first has earned him the well-deserved Master of Infrastructure. The statement further applauded Rivers people for their dedication and unwavering support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration. The chairman of Emoha local government area, David Omeriji, says this year's Christmas and New Year celebration will be the most memorable experience ever in the council. Mr. Omeriji said his administration will not compromise the well-being of the people, as there will be uninterrupted electricity in the area during and after the period of the celebration. Now, he also announced the donation of 14 cows, 14 million naira and 2,100 bags of rice to the 14 wards of the local government area. And he said each ward will receive 2 cows, 2 million naira and 150 bags of rice.
Emoha local government was in darkness when we came on board. Today the people are enjoying life. Just today again, the council has paid 10 million naira for PH ED account, telling them that from tomorrow the Emoha as a whole will enjoy uninterrupted electricity now and after the Christmas period. We are not compromising with the well-being and the welfare of our people. And by the special grace of God, you can see that the people are very happy.
In his speech, the councillor representing Ward 4 in Emoha Legislative Assembly, Jackson Omenihu, thanked David Omeriji for listening to the cries and yearnings of the people. He commended the efforts of the council chairman in ensuring that there is electricity in all the wards in Emoha.
David Omeriji for his uncommon transformation. For the past 3 years, Emoha have been in darkness. So I want to commend the commitment, his dedication, his decision to ensure that we have electricity across the 14 wards of Emoha local government. This is what we've been yearning for the past 3 years.
The Ministry of Water Resources and Rural Development, in partnership with the Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, RUWASA, and the Abu-Odua local government area, has conducted a training of trainers on hygiene promotion to address cholera outbreak. Speaking at the event, the Rivers State Commissioner for Water Resources and Rural Development, Samuel Eyiba, represented by Dr. Brownson Bilo, stressed the importance of hand washing and eliminating open defecation to ensure a healthy community. Dr. Bilo said practicing effective water, sanitation and hygiene WASH principles is crucial for maintaining good health.
You need to go back to your community and also let other people know, because if you are healthy and your neighbor is not healthy, that means you are not also healthy. So you continue to preach the message that health is wealth and wash is a factor that enhances good health. If you wash your hand properly, if you stop open defecation, if you do all those things, you will see that your community is healthy. Cholera will not be part of you anymore. Diarrhea will not be part of you anymore.
The chairman of Abu-Odua local government area, Vincent Ruben Obu, represented by WASH coordinator Erek Kosima Mogulobu, urged the trainers to disseminate the knowledge they gained to their communities.
Program holding today, I want you not just for the benefit that you have come, but I want you to take the message home, because it is important to yourself, important to your families, and important to your communities. It is not a joking matter. The program is about cholera and hygiene promotion. There are so many diseases that can be prevented through good hygiene practices.
Now, some participants also shared their thoughts on the training.
We have been told from today on how we clean the fruit, how we wash our hands, how we do before we eat. We have been taught on that. Now, by this training now, when I get home, with these papers now, I have to go from one house to the other to tell them what I have been taught today, to go and teach them.
So, from today, I don't have pay. I say cholera, a very strong disease, and we know the skills and the type of ways to handle cholera for our environment.
Yes, I'm also in the training and I've learned a lot. I've been taught to regularly wash my hands, proper washing, thorough washing.
The event, which was held at Agbebi Memorial State School in Abua, was attended by over 50 trainers and students. In other news now, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron, says Nigerians should expect a reduction in the pump price of petrol within the week. President of the association, Billy Gilly Harris, made this known in an interview. Away from that, the Bene Gininwa Royal Dynasty of Korokoro community, extended families and stakeholders in Tai local government area of Rivers State has announced the passing of the Gbenemene Twatwa of Tai Kingdom, Godwin Gininwa. Speaking at the palace of the late monarch, the chief mourner, Prince Godwin Gininwa, said the date of the funeral rites of King Gininwa, who until his death was the president of Ogoni Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers, will be communicated in due course.
You may have been asking, where is this your king? You know, the king was a father to a lot of people, beyond Kuro, beyond Tai. Your father, the king, Gininwa, has passed on to join his ancestor. Through his reign, His Royal Majesty King GNK Gininwa, OFRO, stood as a symbol of peace and played a pivotal role in fostering harmony and development across Tai, Ogoni, Rivers State, the wider Niger Delta region, and beyond, which earned him a national honor as officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Detail of his royal burial schedule will be announced to the public by the family in due course.
On his part, the Gbenegbene Tai Kingdom Samuel Ney said the funeral rites will not be politicized by any individual or group of persons.
Everybody is working towards giving our father a peaceful rest because all through his life he has been a man of peace. We have agreed that our father, who was not a politician, he has never been one day. So everything will be done apolitical. So we have an open door for everybody from wherever. I can assure Nigerians that the Iroko tree, that is our father, has gone home.
The news will continue after this break. Do stay tuned.
Feliz Navidad.
President Joe Biden has commuted the sentences of 37 out of 40 federal death row inmates, switching their penalty to life in prison without parole. The three excluded from the measure include the Boston Marathon bomber and the man who killed Jewish worshippers in 2018. And that's the news, but before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard that the Federal Fire Service in Rivers State says it is ready, but it is under-equipped amid the festive season. Rivers local government chairmen have announced free transport schemes for council staff. Petron says the reduction in petrol price will reflect this week. On the foreign scene, US President Joe Biden has commuted most federal death sentences. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Constance Irele Mega. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening.